Um, Hi, we're working on the Burr Motor Company amortization question. We're required to do a bond interest expense and an amortization schedule given the facts presented. So this bond sold for $48,197. So for the book value, we're starting off with that. We're starting off with the $48,197.61, which is what we're given on the question. For the cash payment in every month, so we in chapter 14, we're dealing with the bond from the lender's, from the borrower's perspective. So we are from the borrower's perspective. So the cash that we are paying out will be the stated rate on the interest. So this will be the 11% times the bond face value, 50,000. And since it's twice a year, it's times 6/12. So actually now this is a yearly bond, so we don't do 6 months. So it's 50,000 times 11%. That's how we're getting the 5,500. So for each of this, every August 31st, we're going to pay out 5,500. So we are from, in chapter 14, we are from the borrower's perspective. So we borrowed money by issuing bonds. So we have to pay the bondholder every August 31st, 5,500. We start off with that, and for the interest expense, we are going to use the yield rate. The yield rate on this bond is 12%. So we take this, the 48,197.61, and we multiply that by 12% to get to the bond interest expense. So for the first one, so we always take the last carrying value of the bond. So for the first one, we're using 48,197.61 times 12%. So that's how we get 5,783.71. With this, we take this interest expense amount and subtract 5,500 from it to get the amortization amount. So the difference between these two, we have $283.71, and that's our amortization for the discount. Note that this was at a discount because the face value of the bond is 50,000. So we take this, add $283.71 to it, we get our next number, 48,481 and 32 cents. And we repeat again what we just did. So we take 48,481.32, we multiplied by the yield rate of 12%, and that gives us a total of $5,817.76. We subtract 5,500 from this, we have a total of $317.76. We take this, add it to the last carrying value to get our next number, which is $48,799.08. We repeat again. We take $48,799.08, multiply by 12% to get the interest expense, and we're going to get 55.89. We take this, subtract 5,500, and we have 355.89. We take this, added to the last carrying book value. Now we're up to $49,154.97. Repeat again, 49,154.97, the last carrying value, times the yield rate to get the interest expense. And this is $58.98.60. Subtract 5,500 from it, we have 398.60. We add it to 49, 154. Now we are up to 49,553.57. We repeat this again, the next one. So this, my alignments are a little bit off. We have 5946.43. We subtracted, we have 446 and 43. We take this and add it to the 49,553.57. Now we are at 50,000, which is occurring at the end of the bond. So this is where we should be, 50,000, and that's when it's maturing, and that's when we pay back the 50,000 from our books. So that's how the amortization schedule works. Look at additional examples in the textbook. We have example for discount amortization as well as example for premium amortization. Now we're going to move on to the journal entries. So the first journal entry is to record the issuance of the bond. So when we issued the bond, we received cash for it, and that was for $48,197.61. That was at a discount. So we had a discount for the difference. So that's a discount equal to 50,000 minus 48,197. So our discount was $1,802.39. And when we sold it, we have a liability. So discount on bond payable. And our bonds payable in our books is 50,000. So our bond payable is 50,000. When we present it in the balance sheet, we'll have this. And next to it, we put the discount on bond payable. So that's where the 48,197 is coming from. Now we need to record the interest expense for December. So since we are on accrual accounting, every end of the year, we need to accrue interest. So for December, we have interest for the 4 months, so from September 1st through December. So interest expense on December 31st, we have interest expense, which is equal to the last carrying value, 48,197.61, times the 12%, which is our yield rate, times 4/12. The 4/12 is the 4 months from September 1st through December. So that gives us $1,927.90. So that's a debit. On the credit side, we're going to have a discount. We're going to amortize the discount on bond payable. And we also have interest payable. So even though we're not paying it until August, so interest payable, which has been accrued for the 4 months since September, is equal to 50,000 for the face value of the bond. Multiply that by the stated rate. So we have 11%, and we have 4/12. So this gives us $33,833.33, and the difference between these two, we have a total of $94.57, which is our amortization for bonds. Note that this one was based on the anniversary of the bond every August 31st. But this one we're accruing on this transaction here. We're just accruing the December interest for this year so that we can close the books after we've accrued everything. In August, the following year, so that was the end of the year. In August, we actually we pay out the $5,500. So when we do pay out the cash, we need to accrue the rest of the bond interest expense. So we have August 31, 20, so that will be on 2016. We have interest expense, and that's still based off of 48,197.61. Multiply that by 12%, and we multiply it by 8 over 12. So carrying value, which is this one here, 48,197 as of that time. Multiply that by 12%, and then multiply it by 8 out of 12. So we do use the yield rate on this. So we're going to have 3,855 and 81 cents. This is the interest for the 8 months. Remember, we have the interest for 4 months for last year. That is an interest payable. So we get to settle that at this point because we are paying out the entire 5,500. So interest payable gets decreased, which basically we are closing out this amount here, the 1833 here. So 1833, we close that out, and we have a payment of cash. We settle this in cash for 5,500. The difference between this and that is our amortization for the discount. So discount on bond payable, that's a credit for the difference of $189.14. So we'll continue with the August, we'll continue with the December 16 journal entry next. Okay, so we've posted the August journal entry. In December, we're going to accrue interest once again. So in December, we accrue interest once again, and so the interest expense, so this is December 31st of 2016. So we accrue interest expense, which is based off of the last carrying value. So we did, so look at the amortization schedule. By then, the carrying value is 48,481. We multiply that by 11% and times 4 over 12, which is the last 4 months of this year. So our interest expense is going to be $1,939.25. For the interest payable, again, is based on the stated rate of 11%. So we do 11% times 50,000 times 4 out of 12. So we have interest payable being 1,833 and 33 cents. We subtract this to get the amortization for the discount. So the amortization for the discount on bond payable, that difference is $105.92. Next, our next transaction is in August, when we actually make out the payment to the company that we sold the bond to. So August 31st, 2017. We also have an interest expense for these 8 months from January 2017 to August 31st, 2017. So the interest expense is the last carrying value. So that's the 48,481 from the table that we just looked at. And that's 8 months worth of interest. So we'll do 8 over 12 of this here. So that this will give us $3,878.51. The interest payable from last December, we settled that. by paying it off, which means we do a debited. So interest payable, interest on bond payable. We settle the 1833. And for the cash payment, we have the entire $5,500. The difference between this and this is our amortization for the bond. So discount on bond payable is $211.84. Next, we have, so we posted August 2017 as to December 2017. So in December, the carrying value again is still 48. Actually, by then we've amortized again. So our carrying value as of December 2017 is $48,799.08. So that's what we use for the interest expense. So we take the last carrying value from our amortization table as of this date, multiply that by the yield rate times 4 out of 12, and we end up with 1,951.96. For the bond interest payable, this one is not changing because it's based on the stated rate and the face value of the bond. So interest payable is $1,833.33, and the discount amortization is the difference between these two. So discount on bond payable gets reduced by the difference between the two, which for this December of 2017, it's $118.63. So this is the last one in regard to the effective interest rate method. Next, we're going to work on the straight line method. So note that when we're doing the effective interest rate method, we figure out the interest expense and then the interest payable, and the amortization is a derived number. So the amortization is a derived number when we're doing the effective interest rate method. Okay, continuing on with the straight line method, for the 2015 to record the original issuance of the bond. So this is similar to what we did on the effective interest rate method. So we have 48,197.61. The discount was for the difference between this payment here and the face value of 50,000. So we have $1,802.39. So that's our total discount. The bond payable is for the 50,000 face value. Next, we're going to work on the December 31st, 2015, December 31st, 2015 interest accrual. So the interest expense, this will be a derived number. So interest expense, when we're doing straight line method, this one will be derived. For the discount on bond payable, so the amortization amount, discount on bond payable, we're going to compute this using a straight line manner. And we're going to have interest payable, which is, as previously shown, we take 50,000 multiplied by the stated rate of 11% times 4 months out of 12. So we had 1833.33. Next, we are going to figure out the discount on bond payable for the 4 months from September to the end of December. The total discount is the difference between 50,000 and 48,197.61. So we have a total discount of 18,33 $1,802 and 39 cents. For 1 year of bond interest, it's $1,802 and 39 cents out of 5. If we're doing it for 4 months, we multiply that figure by 4 out of 12. So we'll have 120/16. For 8 months, so January through August 31st, we do the same, multiply by 8 out of 12. So we have $240.32. So the discount for this period, we have 4 months from from September 1st rather to the end of December. So this is $120.16. And this, the interest expense is a derived number, so it's the total of these two. So we have that as $1,953.49. For the December, for August, so next we'll do August, 831.16. So 831.16, we have an interest expense, which again is a derived number. So we'll get back to that. Interest payable, we are settling the interest payable from last December, so this number here. So we're going to settle that this time when we pay out the $5,500. For the discount on bond payable, it's the total discount that we allocate to 4 months. So discount on bond payable, that is for this period, since it's 8 months, we have $240.32, and we pay out cash this time. So we are paying this bond, we are paying the holder every August. We pay them $5,500. We take this two and subtract the $1,833 to get the interest expense for August 2016, and it's $3,906.99. Continuing on, so we are finished with August 2016. Let's move on to 2017. So we have, again, it repeats. Since it's straight line, we don't have much of any change here. So 12/31/2017, we are going to again have an interest expense, and this is a derived number. We have the discount amortization, discount on bond payable, and that is $120.16. That's exactly a copy of this. It's the same thing because we're doing straight line amortization. It doesn't vary. And we have interest payable, so we accrue what we owe the holder of the bond. Interest payable of $1,833.33, and the interest expense then becomes $1,953.49. Come August, so come August 31st, we have another accrual which is similar to this. So again, we're going to have interest expense, which is exactly that. It's a derived number. We settle the interest payable from December. So we'll settle this interest payable, and that will be for $18.33. We'll have our discount on bond payable, and we also have our cash that we're paying out again. So every August we're doing the same thing. August we have $5,500, and the discount on bond payable is $240.32. That makes our interest expense $3906.99. So as you can see, if we're doing straight line, it repeats. It just repeats what we did before because it's like doing straight line depreciation. We have the same numbers over and over. So in August, the number for December is smaller because it's 4 months, And this one is larger because it's 8 months, so it's double of the other one. We have $120 here, and we have $240 for the amortization of discount. So that's the end of this question.